Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Erlengrat. So we want to go ignore that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and we're going to go over to here, and we're going to grab you. We've got a front weight right there that we will use. We've got this absolutely gorgeous Lintrack tractor right here with the front and rear steering, which is brilliant. I love these Lintrack tractors, they are amazing. And we've got this rake right here, which is a big old beauty of a rake, which means we're not going to spend that much money on... No, I'm not going to bother looking at the, what do you call it, the repair rate of the tractor. I'm not going to worry about that. Which field am I doing? Field 13. Right, and that one is... Yeah, I need to go out here. I need to go over to the grain over there. It's field 18 in this square right here. We need to go on out and then head on down here and it's turn right down the end and then head up the road a little bit. It's not that far that we've got to go. Look at this thing. Beautiful little tractor this one is. We may end up getting a tractor like this. And a big old weeder like this, and then we can run round, and when weeding jobs come up again, we can do a whole load of them. Stay on top, and maybe, just maybe, that will make the difference that we so desperately need for our various different contracts. So it's not that it's the furthest one away. If I go straight on here, then I can follow that dirt road on down. We need to just give way to that car there. And we come on up here, and then start indicating to come out that way. I haven't been indicating properly all the way through. I don't, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to say that I'm going to be... I'll do it when I remember. I do actually indicate properly when I'm driving on the road in real life, but I don't tend to bother in this game. It is only the first growth stage, though, that weeding is actually a thing. So that might be the same... I believe that is the same for contracts as well. So let's get you unfolded right here, like this. We're going to put you out sideways. Now, weeding is a bit of a slow old job, though, isn't it? So we could still end up paying a lot of money in wages for doing this particular little task. Ooh. This might be one for the AI vehicle extension, actually. This might actually be one for the AI extension. 10, 11, I think, yeah, it's 12k. And it is doing the 12k, and the AI extension should not do things like that. Oh, I know why. I know why it just clicked out and did that. It's because very occasionally there's like little tiny bits of the field that haven't been put in correctly. And so you get little... Unless it's just the fact that it doesn't like the rake. No, it's nothing to do with the field. It's just that it doesn't like the rake. Struggling to cope with... You know what? AI extension. You are banned henceforth and forthwith. You are no longer welcome here. Henceforth and forthwith, you are removed from play. So we'll run over here and just do this last little bit there. And then I'm going to You know what? We don't need to Yeah, we will manually do a little bit here. I want to do a single pass along here manually, just on this side. The other side we're not going to need to. I just want to do one bit up through here. Like that. Why is my steering... What's wrong with my pedal? Okay, my pedal has gone a little bit strange. I've got, like, no oomph on the pedal right now. It's gone and done something weird. It does sometimes, like, if I unplug something and I plug it back in a strange way, then it very occasionally will reset everything. And it's done it... Well, actually, I think the last patch for FS19 also... messed up my configurations a bit, and I had to change things around. So I'm going to have to go back through and just remap those. But that's the one thing, like, you can change most settings from just within the game menu here. But to change your pedal sensitivities, you've got to go out of the game and into the main game menu to do it. And I just find that irritating. I don't know why they can't do it from within the game. Because it's not like... It doesn't, like, reset the game whenever you do it. It just makes you go and do it. Just because. I don't know why. It's frustrating. Right. Hired help is going to go to work on there. And it's now going to go and finish this field. So that is going to make field 13 right here. There's not going to be any kind of weed problem on field 13. Field 3 up here currently doesn't have any weeds on it. That's because we've gone and harvested it. But we've got no weed treatment on the field, which means that they could very well end up coming back. So we can ignore that. You here, sunflowers, yeah, you're fine. Whether or not we're actually going to be able to complete this job is still a mystery. You can stay there. And, right, well... Actually, I'm going to go and sit on this one. Kind of like watching the lin track working. Not that I'm watching it very much, because I'm going in here. And we've got another weeding job right there, which is the field 21 and field 6. Those are both very low-paying jobs. Field 5 right there. Now, the problem I've got with field 5 is it's the furthest one away from the dealership, like, and it's also giving us the slowest tractor. I don't really want to go all the way up there in the slowest tractor, so for that reason I'm going to leave field 5. And then we've got some harvesting jobs that need the Fellsborough grain mill, which I'm going to ignore for now. Don't need to be sitting on the combine either, do I? So field 1, the baling job for field 1, that's all the way up there. That shouldn't be affected by weeds. Like that shouldn't come into it on field 1. That should make no difference to field 1 whatsoever. So we could go and do the baling job. You require grass. Ooh, yeah. Wrapping silage bales. We might just leave that one. We know from past experience that that one is a rather tedious old boy. So we may just leave that old boy for now. So what about some spraying jobs? We got field 9 right there. That needs some spraying. Where are you? Field 9. Field 9 is over there. And that is... Oh, herbicide. Right, we got weed treatments going on. Right, well, we'll do that one. So that we've got... Wait. We want a closer one. No, we want a closer one. Field 12 I want to do, and then 19 and 20. Right, 19 and 20, because those are root crop ones, and I'm kind of thinking that the root crop ones could end up getting us a decent yield, especially with the fact that these two don't require ploughing. And field 12 doesn't either. So 12, 19, and 20. Let's have a look. 12, 19, and 20... That's the fields I'm looking for. 19 requires spraying with herbicide. Field 20 requires spraying with herbicide. They are two different farmers, though, so we can't use just have the same equipment on. And field 12. Ooh. Field 19 and field 12 are owned by the same farmer. And we need to do herbicide with them anyway. So what we can do is we can just put the herbicide into one of those sprayers. Go and do the... He's actually giving us the same machinery as well. So we'll have a duplicate of the machinery. We'll park one of the sets up somewhere, and then we'll go and do... So we'll accept both these jobs, Field 19 and Field 12. I'm going to accept both of those contracts. I'm going to borrow those items. Actually... No, I was just thinking we could just accept the contract for one of them and borrow items on another one. But that wouldn't be right, because we're leasing the machinery to do that job. So we still need to pay the same cost to lease the machinery. We'll just not have to, change over. Just make sure that we don't finish one contract and do. We have to do both those contracts before we finish. So I'll borrow there for Field 19. And then it's Field 12 as well. Oh! All that. It's not the same bloke at all. It's a different bloke. That was close. I very nearly made a big boo-boo on that one. Looking up through here, yeah, see, it's the friend. He does look similar, doesn't he? But it is a different bloke. The Field 1 baling job, and you Field 12 spraying. Those are the same ones. Field 21 weeding and Field 19 spraying. That's the same person, but he wants me to do 2 different types of job. I know from past experience, though, that harvesting Field 21 was done with a really, really small combine. So I'm unlikely to go and take that one for myself again. Certainly not at the moment. Let's get this job going, shall we? So we've got our employees. They're busy going around and they're doing everything. We've got the combine is still working over here. And I'm going to switch to that combine now while he's running up and down this side. And I'm going to change the setting over to now just work up and down the field in straight lines. And then we'll come back to you in a bit and we will empty you out. And I need to go back to this one. I need to buy a thing of spray. You know, let's get back into the tractor and just move. You know, I can actually do that just from here, can't I? We need to buy a... Ooh, no. Tank of herbicide. That's the one that I need. Get you... Buy herbicide there. 2,400 euros for that particular one. We buy that one and then we will load it into this herbicide tank. And then once we've done that, we're going to be changing them over. But what I think I will actually do is load that up into there. If I, when I come to it, take the other contracts. I'm off the field 19 now. That's actually directly opposite the shop right here. But I'd also want to spray field 20, and I want to spray field 12. So we'll see how much of the herbicide we use for this field right here. And then that will give us an indication as to how much we're going to need to be able to do future tasks. I'm just coming back for a brand new recording session here. And... in the week that has passed since I last was on the map, I have found out that a lot of people have been having the same sort of issues that we have with the Precision Farming DLC. I've still got it on here. I haven't gotten rid of it. I haven't done anything like that. But it does mean that it wasn't just us. It wasn't just this playthrough or anything like that. A lot of people have been having the same issues with yield from grain and yield from baling jobs as well. Baling jobs is another one. A lot of people complaining that baling jobs, they can't do them at the moment. Or it's not that they can't do them. It's that if you go and do the contract farming without first doing fertilizer and herbicide and lime jobs and stuff like that, if you don't do any of those jobs first, then you almost certainly won't be able to complete your baling or harvest job. You might be able to, you might just be able to scrape it in, but it's unlikely. So that's the situation that we're in. We've got one combine job going at the moment that we're going to let, well, we obviously we're going to let that one run. Hopefully there's enough there to do it, but there is a very good chance that it won't actually complete. This tool is reserved. Well, I know it is reserved for contract work. That's why it's on the field for the contract. Why do you think I brought it over here? And I don't want the AI vehicle extension on that, do I? Right. Let's straighten you out a little bit like that. There we go. And then try that again. There. Right, you carry on up across the field right there doing that. I've got Helper B has got nearly full grain tank. I've got this one over here that's busy doing weeding on that field. And we've got ploughing going on over here and doing a fantastic job. We don't actually need you to be running up and down the field. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, you carry on running up and down the field that way. That'll be absolutely fine. You carry on doing it that way. That's absolutely fine, that is. So you go back into there and, yeah, don't mind me. I was going to go and correct him and put him going in a different direction. And we are going to go over to here. Now, we're going to run down to the end of the row where the combine is finishing. And we're easily going to get all of the grain into this trailer. Considering that Considering how much he's done, and he's only gotten that far round, I've got... Right, so there's the 4 jobs that we've got active at the moment. We've got this one right here. We're on 62%. And that should, I believe, take it to about 80% done once we have done all of the harvesting. So we're just going to sit and do all of the harvesting. Wait until that is complete. Now, we've had to refuse a couple of the harvest jobs, and we did... No, we refused one harvest job, but we did receive a bit of a fine for it. It was said previously, I had quite a few comments from people saying that, yes, you think that I should be paying a penalty here and there for some of the things I've done, but also I should also be paying to stay in a hotel overnight, because, you know, you're not just going to stay somewhere for free, and we don't have our own land. I don't have anywhere to stay at the moment, so technically I should be paying to stay in a hotel. So we can also use these contracts that have gone horribly wrong with the precision farming. That's beyond our control. Like, it's not actually something that's our fault, but rather than me adding that money back in, we will just put that down as hotel fees that we've had to pay whilst we're sort of building up and trying to find our own place to live, that sort of thing. I think that'll be and that'll work out quite well. You know, it's a chunk of money. It's no sort of set amount for it. It just happens to be whatever the rates are, and, you know, food bills and stuff like that. So I figure that's probably okay. That's probably acceptable. It is going to be interesting to see if this job will actually complete or not. I'm really, really hoping that it does, because I don't want to take another hit on the money. But we are compensating for that by... Oh, the train's back. And it's gone again. Contract on field 13 is finished. That would be the weeding job over here. Well, we want to let that one finish properly. This job over here, this one's finished as well once it gets down to the end of the row, so we can let that one run to completion. And then there was going to be another one that we were going to do after that. I can't remember which one, but anyway, we'll let that run through. So, I mean, basically what we're going to end up with on here now is we're going to be able to get the weeding done. The weeding will be out the way. I'm going to have to go and manually just tidy up the end of that field there. Field 13 is being done as well, so that'll be weeded, and we'll get some more weeding and herbicide jobs done. We'll get any ploughing jobs done that we can as well, like field 3 over here. That's being ploughed up. That's going to take a while, and we will do any fertilizer jobs that we can get as well. But see, I don't know what's going to happen with that. We've got no map at the moment to tell us about pH, nitrogen levels, or anything like that, because we can't go and sample it. So we don't know how much is on there. We're just going to have to rely on the underlying contract system for hopefully telling us that we're doing it right. Now, it might be that we don't get to apply fertilizer at all with the contract system. So I'm not quite sure about that. Now, you're going to go up there and you're going to say that you are job complete. There, right? So that's saying job complete. I'm going to leave that one a second. I'm going to go over to here. So you are job complete now. You're all done. And that field is completely weeded. So I'm going to go to that one there. We lose 700 for the leasing cost. We get 300, and we probably used 150 in wages. So we're not making a lot of money on that. However, there is now, this is something that I actually like about this, there is now a good reason to take those weeding jobs, is that it improves the yield. So when we go back to do combine jobs, we don't have the weeds on the fields, we don't have other things. So even though we make barely any money on that, it does ensure that the harvest job is actually successful, and we may even be able to make a little bit of money besides. So I really do like that aspect of it. It's sort of pushing it a lot more towards actual realism. Yes, there are some niggly sort of issues with it all. Let's finish up this job a minute, and then we can empty out this machine and get the contract finished in here. And then once that's done, there's more contracts that we're going to want to get with a sprayer, and there's more contracts that we want to pick up with a weeder as well. So let me just start that one up like that. There, and manually run it over this field. I'll have to do this myself. And then we can have that job complete. So that's another one done. I'm going to take the herbicide out of this one. And we'll take it back over to the yard over there, to the dealership. And we'll take the herbicide out of the tank. And then we will get another job. And rather than having the herbicide refunded, because you do lose a bit of money with the refunding. And let's just pretend that I didn't smash the boom off of the sprayer right then. Let's just ignore that bit. You know, I feel that at the moment we've got enough troubles piling up without me having to worry too much about that one. Otherwise, we're gonna start heading into negative equity, and I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to be heading into negative money at the moment. I feel that we have enough things to worry about. Right. Let's run this one back and get the herbicide taken out. Yes, I will. I'll get it back to the yard and take the herbicide out there. Because, I mean, it's not like I've got very far to go. I can just pop out onto the road here and then go whizzing up towards the shop and dump that out there. And then once we've done that bit, we'll go and just check on our combine. I want to get another weeding job underway, and then there'll be another herbicide job as well. So the herbicide, I will stop right here, and I will unload it. That goes right into the tank right there. Then I can jump off of you there, and we can complete that contract. So we've got field 19 spraying. We've got no reimbursement because we've saved back our herbicide. No missing crops or anything like that. So we get 2,800. That's at least 2,600, probably 2,700 profit that we've made on that little job. Plus, it will have helped out the next harvesting contract that we get. So we've got a fertilizing job right there for field 13. There's another weeding job here. This is field 21. And weeding there for field 6. So I'm going to go with weeding on field 21. I did originally think that I wasn't going to do it, but I am. I'm going to take all of the weeding jobs. So I'm going to do that one as well. I'm going to go with field 6. Wait. I just accepted that contract, didn't I? Rather than borrow. You idiot. We're going to borrow items like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm going to take this one over to field 6, and we will use the rather excessive amounts of money that I have so far been paying out for failed contracts to also cover the cost of borrowing this tractor from the owner so that I can go and do field 21. I may not even be allowed to do this, although it is for a contract job, so in theory I would be allowed to. I'm talking about just game mechanics now. I'm not actually talking about anything else, just game mechanics. So is it going to let me actually use this one on this field? I kind of hope it does. Let's unfold. I want to do a pass along the top end of this field up here anyway. So I'm whizzing up through here while we unfold. But yeah, I definitely made a mistake on here. I should have I should have said borrow items. Let me take it off of there like that. Right, it's going to let me do it. So I'm going to do this one here. I'm going to go with field 21, and I'm going to use the machinery off of here. There's only a couple €100 in it. It's not like it's making a massive difference to everything overall. I'd like to think that you'd be happy with me to do this. That was just a silly misclick on my part. Mainly, my excuse is I didn't play. I've taken a break. I haven't played this map for a week, so I'm kind of like I'm gonna be prone to the occasional little error. And you wouldn't go to a farmer and say, "Oh yeah, I've got my own stuff." Oh wait, no, sorry. I do need to borrow your equipment. He's not going to turn around and say, too bad, you already said you got your own. That doesn't happen like that, not in real life. So I think we're all right. Like there isn't like a button to press in the game to say, yeah, oops, I made a mistake. So we kind of just need to do that ourselves. So you carry on over there. Plowing, yeah, you're going to take a while, admittedly, so we'll just leave you to carry on. And then there's you over here, and we've got one more pass after this one, and I think then we're completely finished. I'll let you carry on there. You've only got 4,000 litres of sunflower. I'm a bit dubious as to whether this one's actually going to complete the job or not. I don't think it is. I just don't see this one actually being able to complete everything. Let's go back into here. So I've got 2 weeding jobs that are needing to be done there. We've got fertilizing jobs here. Spraying there, which was herbicide. That's field 10. I've got spraying in field 20. Spraying in field 20. That's the one that I want to do next. And spraying field 18, if there is one. I got fertilizing over there. We got weeding. Harvesting is field. Oh, of course, yeah, that's ready. Right, we're definitely not doing a harvest in field 18. That's not going to be ready. But I do have spraying field 12. Where is field 12? That's that long one there. And then there's a spraying job for field 20. So I'm going to go first with field 20. Find that one again. Where is it? Spraying field 20. And we're going to borrow items for that one. And then I'm going to go into the shop and I'm going to buy another pallet of herbicide. Right there. Details buy yes. So that's going to give me approximately 3,000 litres of herbicide. The combine here is just about done. So we'll just go over to this one. Hook on the herbicide sprayer and fill up the tank. As well as go and get the other little bit over there. So if I go and hook you on and load this bit up, you can see I really like this little detail on it. Is the gauge on there. The way that gauge does actually work, I think is quite a lovely little detail. Helper B has completed their task. That's going to be the combine. And then I'll fill you up. Right. This is field 20. Let's go and get field 20 started a minute. And then once field 20 is underway, then we'll go over and we'll deal with the combine. Because we've got to ferry the grain up the road and take that to... actually, I think it's here to the grain mill. It's right here that it's got to go. So I am going to, with this one, I'm going to start over in the far corner over there. And, yeah, I probably shouldn't be driving across the field like this. I probably should have driven around the outside edge of the field. That would be a better way of doing it. I'm going to drive over to this side of the field right here, like this. I'm going to reverse up there like that, and turn off the AI extension for this job. We will do a standard... Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. So while I sit up here and enjoy this view and a well-earned break, could you please consider taking a look at the links in the description down below? We have Nitrado, who provide gaming servers who are very, very reliable, and they provide us with a server on our Discord channel. And there is also Fanatical, where you can buy all kinds of different computer games for various different platforms. So if you've enjoyed this video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.